Hi guys, and yep, I don't know why I stopped recording. Yeah. Yep. Hi guys. So it's me, Ren, and yeah, today we'll just look at well, my friend just tagged me on Instagram, Amasa. Last time I already show his profile in the previous video, and for you to know. And yeah, today is a pretty cold day, and unfortunately I can't really find a place to do recording indoors, so that's why I'm doing outdoor, and the wind is blowing hotly right now. I don't know why. It's kind of really cold, and yeah, and I just want to do some reactions video onto the Damien Dunkley's interview with the MBC News. And to be honest, what I think I need to do the um, reacts easy is that I want to just give some comments from little to little. Yeah, and I can't show it to you right now, but actually I just got a new haircut. To be honest, so I'll just show it to you, or if you follow me on Instagram. Yeah. So I mean, if you follow me on Insta, and so then you can just see my new haircut. It's a new one. To be honest, I didn't really try it so often. It's much more because in the past I just always everything just to the right side. That's it, and only one sided. And right now, being split into two, it's a new style for me. So yep. Let's see the video. Okay, today I just gonna be a little bit much more quicker, and yeah, hope you all can just understand that I'm outside, I'm cold, and the wind is blowing. Ooh. uh yeah, I think this will be better is the static mind. Let's go.
This is members of the Family Federation finding their voice. That's why it's good to talk. I don't know how you will portray this. I don't know which pieces you will show or what point you want to convey. But my heart with you, Kyle, is just to meet you. You're another brother, another guy. And I think we have a lot to learn from one another. But if we try to learn from one another just with our shoulders apart, we imagine many scary things. So I think the biggest thing, the biggest misunderstanding is lack of relationship.
It comes from like
Yeah, just need to meet.
So the first part is of it already just talk about the main theme of them. I mean, I already saw his video, and it's talking about the main theme of it. We need communication between people, and if we don't have communication, scary thing happens, and scary thing happens because we do it out of fear. And basically, most of the bad things that we'll imagine right now in the world, or I would just say same as what people just say, because we out of unknown, we out of don't know what is the true, what is the false, and that's why people fear, they react impulsively, and they will do something regretting afterwards. Okay, let's continue. See it.
what do you think the purpose of this event is? Like today's rally?
For me,
Yes.
this is members of the Family Federation.
To me, the first question is really interrupting. I mean, it makes sense for the news reporter to ask this kind of question, but I mean, since I'm always being called a children or a people who joining cult or something, like being said that, oh, I'm joining a false religion. When people asking me that kind of question, the first PTSD come into my mind. Are you trying to take up some part of me and trying to make it into a news? To be honest, kind of sorry for people who trying to just be kind, but yeah, just for a fun fact for you, if you haven't really gone through any kind of this thing, it is the best for you, not going through all these kind of things, facing other people questions and saying that, oh, what are you doing, kind of sarcastically. Yeah, you will just eventually you will just be panic. And that's also part of the reason why like a lot of our church members, they refuse to talk, they refuse to show themselves in public because they knew themselves deeply. They don't know how to express without fear yet. Let's continue. Let's see how Damien like answer this.
Finding their voice. Simple. And whether it works well or it doesn't work well, according to anybody's opinion, for me, this is our members finding their voice, because for several months we've been quiet. We were asked to be quiet, actually. The members were asked to be quiet. The leaders were asked to be quiet. But this is us coming.
Yeah, actually, for fun fact for you all, actually at first True Mother did, I mean at the beginning of her detention, I don't want to call it imprisonment, but detention, True Mother do ask like members like, oh, please don't do protests, we are waiting, or do I will just be patient, praying Changshimon, which means like not to voice out anything. Yeah, that's what actually True Mother uh like ask, request, or I don't know, like because Koreans they have a lot of different kind of expressions, but I'm not sure do I knew it like accurately. So yeah, we'll just continue to look at it.
Coming out, singing, speaking, listening to one another to find our voice. Because if you stay quiet, you can't find your voice. You need to speak. You need to figure out how to communicate, how to express what's on your heart. And honestly, I believe all.
Sorry guys, I think I need to give a taboo touch wood for you all. Yeah, this video is being sped up, so the emotion itself sounds kind of different. Oh yeah, that gonna be part of the editing skills, right? For the MBC news. I mean, if they want to try to portray Damien Dunkley to a fierce people, but actually Damien Dunkley speak it like really good, in a good tone, in a good way, with a very wise word. And yeah, so I will post the links below, and so then you can just see the original video with original speed. And please, like you all, like actually, I just want to like expose more. It's not that I want to gain more view from his follower. I mean, I just hope that you all like know that, oh, actually Damien did speak something. And so then when MBC like suddenly one day and giving another kind of explanation, and you all just have noticed something different, and you know where's the resources, I'll be part of the resource to put his link. I mean, it's not the original resource but the link just for you, like, oh yeah, this Ren Portion's YouTube channel did put, and you can just search on it. Okay.
Korean people, most Korean people, probably longing for the same thing, similar thing, and just trying to figure out how to build it, how to create it, how to speak it. These guys are the same.
What do you think the ultimate purpose in the federation unification church?
Oh, it's beautiful because we actually want to work with all people of all faiths, including people that don't necessarily have any faith. So it's not about church or organization. Those things are vehicles to bring your voice, your purpose to the world. I think the highest purpose of the Family Federation is to remind everybody that we're children of God. Children of God.
Are you children of God? That's the main purpose that we are talking about. Everyone is, even though you want to say that you are not, but you are being born onto this earth. You are part of God's project, and God creates you. And in the word creates, it sounds so masculine, and in a much more feminine way, God also choose to give birth to you through your parents. And so then that's why you're on this earth. You're part of the team for making God's dream happen. That's part of it. Yeah, let's continue it.
Because if it's true that God exists, and if it's true that God is our parent, like our heavenly parent, that means you and me is what? Children of God, meaning brothers. So you're from Korea, I'm from America. But what's more important? Your identity as God's son or your identity as Korean? Which is higher? What's the highest identity as children of God? That means if we believe that then we're all on the same planet together as one family. Next, you're a Korean child of God or American child of God, or you go to this church or that church. But already up here with that identity, we don't need all of the divisions. So that's, I think, a really great goal of Family Federation. One family under God.
You mentioned that during the APEC summit, it was important to stand up
Yes.
for both President Trump and Mother Moon.
I said that?
I think I heard that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think here is a little bit techniques about it because if you watch some video that talking about how the FBI like trying to ask people and spitting out truth or like to admit onto something, they'll say a false statement. I didn't mean that the reporter is doing a false statement yet. I mean, it might be just changing some a little bit words. Sometimes it means a lot without purpose. Okay, without purpose. Like I need to make a reminder. Without purpose. Yes, and so then the winners are and the interviewer, the one who being interviewed, will start to like trying to remind themselves. But sometimes memory lies, and if you have a good enough memories, God bless you. But if you know, good luck.
that was I was giving a Sunday message to members in New York. And I explained to them, why don't we show up together in Korea to welcome our president? And I don't know the laws in Korea about public, rallies. I'm sure there's many laws and restrictions. But the heart was, let's welcome our president to Korea, because I think America is very important for Korea. And I want to make a good impression in Korea from the American people. And I want the American president to feel there's many Korean people, members and friends that, welcome him, love him. That was the idea. But then some part of the video was used, making me looking like some kind of insurrectionist or something like that. That's what.
Yeah, see, like he's explaining right now, like to talk about it. Yeah, continue it.
I heard.
What did you think about the media's
Portrayal?
distorted like expression about your
Sad.
opinion? Okay.
I mean, I guess, okay, in one sense, I understand why the media, including MBC and all the media, is misunderstanding some things. Why? Because until now, we didn't really come out and give our voice. So in some sense, you can say it's fair.
Then what is
It's not accurate. Yeah.
so you're speaking out aloud.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the current situation regarding the special prosecutor's detention for Mother Moon?
Detention.
Like the imprisonment of Mother Moon, their decision on.
So if you take an 82-year-old great-grandmother who,
To be honest, that question is kind of tricky because like if you know something like basically every country have a national law. Part of it is that you cannot try to influence the other country. As a foreigner, you cannot influence other countries like policy, politics, unless it is like not really political link. But basically, everything is linked to politics in a sense. And then, like, if I say that, because like, Lee Jae-myung is doing the bad thing, like what I usually say in YouTube, it's gonna be sucks. It's gonna be like, oh, we are choosing party as a unificationist. To be honest, no. Yeah, and I think Damien will explain it, and we can just continue watching.
from her earliest years, has dreaming and living and sacrificing for peace, not just for Korea, but for the world. And in 82 years, she never even had a parking ticket. She's not concerned about normal earthly things. She's really trying to bring a heavenly atmosphere, a heavenly world. And she had a heart condition, diabetes. She can't see, she can't walk. She has many other physical ailments. When the prosecutor asked the judge, please keep her in detention because she's a flight risk, that's ridiculous. They have their job to do to investigate, that's fine. But it's completely unnecessary to keep her in a cell. She said many weeks ago, if you have questions, just come and see me. Anytime, I can meet with you and answer your questions. So for me, from America, a lot of what I'm looking at doesn't look like necessary. It looks like theater. Why?
Why is because of its politics. In some sense, yeah. I will just continue.
Show something? I don't know. Sure, they have their job, but you don't need to keep an 82-year-old great grandmother with only a few years left to live in such circumstance. It's not healthy.
Actually, it's so funny because when I first heard like, oh, she only left few years left. I mean, in our church, we always say that true parents is human beings, but at the same time, I mean, a lot of our church leaders is not treating true parents as human, and they're treating true parents as something like God. Um, which is really sucks. And at the same time, I'll do another like whole episode to explain why this happened, and this basically for me because of the culture, because of the personality, and why the personality, that kind of personality, become a leader in our church, and why the education sucks. I mean, for the leadership, and I'll do like a whole bunch of it. But I love how Damien just mentioned about it. Like she only left few years, and you are supposed to let her just live her life, right? Yeah, actually, true. Like it was to put the great grandmother like just like looking at all the great grandchildrens and like running around so cute, and suddenly like the great grandchildrens need to see that, oh, my great grandmother went to prison because oh she was being sentenced or something like that's awful. Let's continue it.
I heard that Pastor Mark Buns also recently visited.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's visited her. That's a second or third time he's met her, and we've been working with him for a few years. He's a really highly respected, spiritual advisor to President Trump, and he's all over the planet. He's going everywhere. He was one of the key people that helped the administration understand the real circumstances in Ukraine by going there and seeing it in person. So I think he's done the same thing here. He's not trying to argue with the Korean government or the prosecutors, but he's trying to stand up for good people, people of faith, and religious people, really trying to bring a benefit to Korea. Actually, I tell you, Reverend and Mrs. Moon have done so much around the world to make Korea a well-respected place. Everybody that knows them never heard about Korea until they met them, and they love Korea because of the work they're doing all over the world. And he's one of these people. So when he's
I would just say that like for those who are born in 20s, I mean 2000s, basically you don't feel that because when we grow up, and I remember when I was 10 years old, it's like, yeah, 2010. Sorry, it's 2012. Yeah, and at the time already we have the Big Bang singing "Fantastic Baby," and I'm being really a trend throughout the world. But actually, before that, uh, 10 years before, when all my elder brothers sisters in the church, and when I mean classmates, when the classmates are asking them like, oh, where's your mother come from, and if she say Korea, it gonna just make them like, oh wow, Korea, the poor nation, is something like right now you're looking towards Philippines. Sorry, Filipinos, but I mean like in terms of economic like comparison, like kinda in that way. And last time is like no people will just respect like truly like respect the Korea, because the Korea is from a very poor country. There's a Korean War history. If I have a chance, I can do an episode for that, but it's gonna take a lot of time in editing. I need an editing team, like to be honest, yeah. So if you can contact me, thank you. Yeah, let's continue it.
sees this situation, he's desperate to help her, to encourage her.
oh, so their purpose is similar.
Sure, I mean, people who maybe we can all say we respect or like God, love God, but certain people make it their life mission to protect the sovereignty, for God's voice to be heard, for God's love to be felt. And he's like that. He's a very righteous man. Yes. So he strongly believes that this is religious persecution. Here's the thing. If we just look within the framework of the law, then you stay stuck within the technicalities of the law. That's fine. But there's a bigger law. There's a bigger story. And when you go beyond, when you go too far or unnecessary or unfair, yes, by definition, that's called religious persecution.
Could we interpret his message as a Mr. Trump's message about the religious persecution?
You know, President
This is really sucks. What questions? Like if some like innocent people, I would just say that really stupid or like too much hope, putting too much hope onto Trump or something like onto politicians. That type of person listen to this, I kind of just mess up for sure, and the news can make it a big news. I mean, news is gonna just say that, oh wow, one unification is saying that Trump will just support us, and Trump gonna just do this, and then Lee Jae-myung is gonna be like, oh, you want to control my country, but actually no, yeah. So yeah, that's a very tricky question.
And Trump, I hear from many people, he's not someone who likes or allows other people to speak for him. Maybe you can imagine, right?
I see.
However, yes, they're very close, and I believe that Pastor Mark Burns speaks first. He speaks what he believes is really God's heart. And I can see that President Trump is very concerned about religious persecution around the world in many different countries. But we never expected here in Korea. And honestly, even our own members early on couldn't recognize that what's going on. I think many Koreans don't see it because it's too close. Or maybe because every time there's a new president, there's another show of, right, prosecution going this way and that way. I heard that many times Korean people kind of tired of it, right? And there's some reformation with the prosecution, maybe. But I think he speaks for God, and I'm sure President Trump would agree with what he said. Yes.
So you think the special prosecutor's persecution is mainly political? Do you think?
I think most people just doing their job. But sometimes people just doing their job find themselves a
Wow, just now the question, it just caught me a little bit. I'm kind of like that is really making it messy. Yeah, I mean, if you say no, oh, why you protest? If you say yes, oh, so it means that you do have political influences. So yeah, it's kind of a messy kind of question. But yeah, let's listen what happening. I mean, I really love how Damien Dunkley talk about all this. I mean, he's wise, and at the same time, I don't know, like, do he prepare himself a lot of time? I mean, you need to go through a lot of it, and so then you know how to choose the right word. Yeah. So let's go.
part of a river, a certain flow, a force, or a certain movement. And sometimes those forces and movements are not good for the country. From outside, I don't want to offend the president. I don't want to offend Korean people. But from the outside looking in, yes, there's many characteristics of the political story that look like retribution. We have the same problem in America.
Oh, really?
Sure. In fact, many of the things that Dr. Han is going through is similar to what Trump went through from an opposite political party. But she's not thinking like a left side or right side. She's not thinking that way. She's not trying to make just friends with one. We have friends in all political parties.
Just a fun fact for those who don't know about Trump. Even though Trump is the right wing right now, but actually is the most left side. He was one of the most left wing, like left lean minded person in the right wing. So to be honest, he's much more like in the middle. Yeah, still fair. Yeah, just a fun fact for you.
Yeah, but right now, yeah, but they're only interested in what they can find our friendship with the PPP. They don't show any interest. The prosecutor's not interested in our friends in the Minju Party. We have so many.
Like Korean public thinks that Unification Church in America
Yeah.
mainly oriented to like, for example, Washington Times and Mr. Trump. So it's mainly right-sided. That's what Korean public.
Politically, if you want to look at politically, most of our political friends, maybe 60-40 or 70-30, are on the right. But most of our Christian pastor friends, Christian leaders, are the opposite.
Oh,
So we have friends everywhere, all over the world, in different parties. We're not trying to divide people. We're not trying to say, oh, we're better than you or they're better than them. No. We're trying to bring people together. It's so difficult.
and you think it's similar in Korean Peninsula too?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
So in Korea, they also have like both part. They also have
Yeah, sure. Many people,
Oh.
both sides.
Yes.
But generally, policies from the, let's say, conservative platform has something more similar to things regarding like the family values. So because our faith is very close to what can be described as more traditional value, family value, usually in most democratic countries, often it's the right that at least they talk about protecting those valued. Whether they do it or not is another thing. But usually in terms of policy, they're trying to protect those values. So in that sense, often it looks like we are just conservative. In terms of the Washington Times, that was founded by Father and Mother Moon very specifically to protect democracy in America.
Oh, I see.
Against what? Against communism. So to protect the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, not just the Republican Party, against communism.
So they also pursue the agenda on unification of South and North Korea, which is mainly the left-sided agenda, if you say so.
Is it in Korea? Is it a left area? Is that just under the current president or usually like that?
Usually like that.
Interesting. There you go. I didn't know that, but that's an example. So we're not looking through a political lens. Our highest mind is, children of God, one family under God. And then within each nation, who can we work with to go towards that ideal? And yes, we strongly believe that if the Korean Peninsula unites, and I know many young people worry about the economy or the burden, right? But what we believe is if the Korean Peninsula unites, even the economy, there's going to be so much interest and money coming in from all over the world.
You see.
Certainly. And so if the country ever does unite, I believe it will be like a deep reckoning, a deep resolve for the Korean people. Maybe your grandparents remember deeply, and then your parents a little bit less. And then for your generation, it may be for most people not important. But we see it as something not just for the sake of Korea. We believe that it would be a big impact for the world.
Okay, so guys, so sorry. I think I need to end it for today. And I'll just talk more about it. And maybe I'll just start from explaining the part that didn't spoke anything yet. And yeah, and I'll just make it like this for today. Yeah, thank you so much for everyone. And yeah, see you for the next video.